Hey, my name's Jedith, and this is Ret Paladin for Dummies. There's two talent builds you'll be using, one for Raid and the other for Mythic Plus. If you want to copy these directly to your character, you can find import codes down in the description of this video. For your stats, you'll want a decent mix of everything with a heavy focus on Mastery. Mastery is your top choice, followed by Crit. As you're gearing up, you just want to aim for the highest eye level gear possible. Here are some rules to follow when playing Ret Paladin. Number 1. Try your best to not waste Holy Power. This is the source of all of your damage. Overcapping and wasting Holy Power will not make you look very impressive on the damage meters. Number 2. If you're not currently at 5 Holy Power and have the choice between generating Holy Power or spending it, you always want to generate it. And number 3. If you're not at max Holy Power, but you don't have any generators to press, don't just stand around twiddling your thumbs while you wait for one to come up off cooldown. Slam a spender and keep going. This is your simple opener. This will be identical for both single target and AoE, except for the final step. Start with Blade of Justice to generate 1 Holy Power and apply Expurgation, which is a damage over time on the target. Then press Divine Toll, which will hit the target with Judgment. Judgment applies a debuff that makes the target take 20% increased damage from your next spender. Multiple stacks of this debuff can overlap. Then press Execution Sentence. This marks the target for 8 seconds and they'll take 20% of all the damage you do to it as extra holy damage at the end of the 8-second window. You'll want to try to fit as much damage inside of this window as you can. This is where you'll use your damage potion and any trinkets you might have. Now press Wake of Ashes. This will hit all enemies in front of you and apply a damage over time. This will also proc your wings to give you a damage buff. If you're playing the Templar hero talent, which you are if you're following this guide, your Wake of Ashes button will turn into Hammer of Light. Slam that button. This costs 5 Holy Power. If you pressed Hammer of Light, then that's the end of your opener. You would move on to generating more Holy Power again. If you didn't press Hammer of Light, you can spend all that glorious Holy Power on either Final Verdict for single target or Divine Storm for AoE. Now for your general rotation. You want to press Execution Sentence, Wake of Ashes, and Divine Toll if they're available. These are your main cooldown abilities. Just pay attention to how much Holy Power they generate and try to not overcap. If you're at 5 Holy Power, spend it all on Final Verdict for single target or Divine Storm for AoE. If you're not at 5 Holy Power, get yourself there with your other abilities. Blade of Justice gives 1, Hammer of Wrath gives 1, and Judgment gives 2. You'll often get free procs of Divine Storm from the talent Empyrean Power. Always send those as soon as you get them. And that's it. Of course, there's always room for min-maxing things, but this should give you more than enough to get you started. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.